My roommate woke me up screaming, "Dude, delete everything! She found out!" I shot up in bed at 3 a.m., with my heart pounding so hard I could feel it in my throat. My roommate Derek was standing over me, shaking my shoulders, his face completely white like he'd just witnessed a murder. I grabbed my phone instinctively, squinting at the brightness, trying to figure out what the hell was happening. Derek kept repeating the same thing over and over. "Delete it. Delete everything right now. She knows." I had no idea what he was talking about, but the panic in his voice made my hands start sweating. Then he said her name, Vanessa, his girlfriend of 2 years, the girl he was planning to propose to next month. I sat up fully awake now because if Vanessa found out about something, it had to be bad. Derek finally calmed down enough to explain. For the past 6 months, our entire friend group had been running what we called the archive. It started as a stupid joke after a party where someone screenshotted an embarrassing Snapchat story. Then it became a folder. Then the folder became a shared Google Drive with categories, timestamps, and contributor credits. Screenshots of drunk texts, cringe DMs, embarrassing photos, relationship drama receipts. Everything anyone in our circle had ever sent while intoxicated or emotional got preserved forever. We thought it was hilarious. A digital museum of our worst moments that we'd laugh about at reunions someday. Derek's contribution was the biggest section. He'd been screenshotting every fight he and Vanessa ever had, every passive-aggressive text, every crying voice memo she sent. He called it his insurance policy in case she ever tried to make him look bad in a breakup. But here's where everything went sideways. Vanessa wasn't supposed to find out because nobody outside our group knew the archive existed, except I'd gotten way too comfortable. Last weekend, I was showing my sister something on my laptop when a notification popped up from the shared drive. New file added to Vanessa Meltdowns folder. My sister saw it. She asked what it was. I panicked and said it was nothing, just an inside joke. I thought she dropped it. She didn't drop it. My sister had been suspicious of Derek ever since he forgot her birthday last year. She did some digging, found the shared link in my browser history, and sent the entire archive to Vanessa anonymously with a note that said, "Your boyfriend and his friends have been laughing at you for months." The next morning was absolute carnage. Vanessa showed up at our apartment unannounced with her phone screen cracked from how hard she'd been gripping it. She didn't yell. She didn't cry. She just stood in our doorway and read quotes out loud from Derek's submissions. Every mean thing he'd ever typed about her. Every private moment he'd mocked. The time she opened up about her dad's death and he screenshotted her vulnerability to share with the boys. I watched Derek try to explain that it was just venting, just guy talk, that he didn't mean any of it. Vanessa laughed. Not a real laugh. The kind of laugh that means someone's already grieving the relationship while standing in front of you. She told him she'd already forwarded everything to her sorority group chat, his mom and his boss. Then she walked out. But it gets so much worse. Derek wasn't the only one exposed. The archive had dirt on everyone in our friend group. Within hours, screenshots started leaking everywhere. Relationships ended. One guy got fired because he'd been trash-talking his manager in texts we'd saved. Another dude's girlfriend found out he'd been rating her friends behind her back. The whole thing cascaded into complete social destruction. Everyone blamed everyone else for contributing content. Then they all blamed me because my laptop was the access point. My sister felt terrible and apologized, but the damage was done. I lost 6 friendships in 1 week. Derek moved out without saying goodbye. The shared drive got deleted, but by then, everything had already been downloaded and distributed by people who wanted revenge. Derek and Vanessa never spoke again. Last I heard, he transferred schools. I still live with the guilt of being the weak link that brought everything down. And the craziest part? I checked my own archive folder after everything exploded. There were 84 files about me that I never knew existed.